Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Here we are again. We're out here in Skyrim. And this is my character. I did the one quest with her. And we're here to go off again. Chimer the War Witch. What we're going to do today is we're going after a unique item called Spellbreaker. So first thing we got to do is get out to Markarth. Or out towards Markarth, not exactly at it. Sophia's farm is close enough. Basically, it's kind of a really kind of unique quest because it's one that sits on a hill up and away from everything. So there will be some fights on the way up here. You're going to do a quest for the Daedric Prince of Peryite. These things out there mess with my horse. Not riding right now. It makes just as much sense to fight my way up here. And she levels up. No rush to do that. The rush is basically to get up to the shrine. Maybe we'll see it once we get up over off this hill. There you go, come on. We gotta get up onto this mountain. I don't see this, what's it called yet. There's a few things I better deal with here. Your heart. Okay, it's up over here, I think. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. You're looking for a shrine. It's one of the standard ones in the game. It's always there. It's just up high up on a mountain, so usually you don't see people messing with it. That's the Monster Mod 2024 that you're seeing. That's what the creatures are. We got their mage versus my mage. Yes. He ignored me. I could pick up everything, but I'm not. Try to make a video, not rummage through everybody's dirty underwear trying to find out what they had on them. decide to more about the quest today, getting up here and starting this quest. This is one of the reasons it's one of the rare quests of Daedric princes, because you got to go all the way up on this mountain to find it to even start. You got a lonely little kid up there. I don't know who he's trying to start a church up here in the middle of the freaking mountains. But very few people are probably going to show up just due to the amount of time it takes to get up here. I don't know what he was thinking, but Peryite is not the nicest of Daedric princes. Kind of disturbing, so just be prepared. We'll have a little bit of disturbia going on. You can kill this quest off by just coming up here and killing him straight up. The quest will fail and then you don't have to do it. But we're going to do the quest because we want to get these the unique item Spellbreaker. It's a shield. I think it's the only Daedric shield that actually blocks spells. It's really good if you're like a paladin or something. But you gotta go through an evil extent to get to it. Not really evil, but kind of on the edge, borderline.
This one needs something. Not everyone has the stomach required to keep my lord. But like your friend, there is a way Peryite will speak to us who will take him in. If you wish to commune with him, will need the incense. Yes, the incense. Fetch for me a duckbill flower, 1 silver ingot, a flawless ruby, and some vampire dust. Then I will show you how.
Oh wait, I don't think I have the witch card. Let's see, okay, that starts the quest. Okay, it says I have the item, so I did have everything. Yep, there we go. So
Yes, this would be fine with you.
that's all you need to start is those 4 items. Vampire dust, death bell flower, silver ingot, and 1 flawless ruby.
That should be. Now, inhale deeply.
You have to go over and inhale the fumes.
Breathe deep, mortal. I would have you hear me well. So let these vapors fill your lungs. I have watched you for some time, you know. The decisions you've made intrigue me, and I wonder if you are the proper agent for a task of mine. I sent a blessing to Mundus, a wasting plague that infected a scattering of Breton villages. One of my monks, the elf Orchendor, was sent to gather these afflicted. He shepherded them into Bathardoms for me, but has since lost his way. I will not stand for betrayal. I want you to go to Bathardoms and kill Orchendor in my name.
So this is where I have the mod. It's called Winterson Face of Skyrim. You can get it if you want to. Just add back all the face of that are supposed to be in the game for all the races, and it allows you the ability to pray. But I don't want to pray to them. I'm just going to go do the quest. So we'll go cancel.
So you have, mortal. Go now. Kill Orchendor.
And by saying kill Orchendor, she means go into a ruin that's not too far along. You can see it right there at the, it's not highlighted yet, but up towards the top. You can see there's a Dwarven ruin symbol. And that's where he's hiding out at. So it's not far that you have to go. As you start the quest, you can't just run to it. You can see the mountain is kind of limiting. So you can see it, you can get to it, but you gotta go around to get into it. You can go, I think, over the wall, but you just go this way so you get it from the beginning. She's badass. That's laughing. People talk about like stealth archery, which I find it amazing that people still kind of swear by that as a play style. I mean, it's a play style. I mean, yeah, you can shoot everything, but I think there's a lot of fun in running around whipping people with dual swords. You know, if you want to lazy about just to get through Skyrim by sniping everything, yeah, you can do that. But at some point, you're going to have to fight up close. These spiders out here ripping on each other. Big ones too. And today she's wearing her madness armor with her companion gauntlets and a set of false-wound boots and an ornate hood from the Game of Thrones Cloaks and Robes collection. It's a mod on Nexus. Just to add the little what you call it, when you can craft different like that move right there. That's just classic. You know, you can say what you want to for stealth archer, but smoking somebody like that, that's just classic. Yeah, money on it. Okay, there I'm searching people. I'm not supposed to be searching people. Let's go. Let's go, 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 go. And coming in, this is just like I said, it's just a Dwemer ruin. You come out the top up there, so you don't really see that till but you're killing people first. This is the exit over here. Find this guy. There he is. There she is. These are those ones you might see them sometimes wander around Skyrim, vomiting on people. It's not a real complex dungeon to get through at the end. Orchander does jump around quite a bit though.
I suppose the warmth in this place comes from all the hot steam vents.
dwarf's hand freaking spinning freaking sword strike. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, I knew this was legendary. Just double checking. Sometimes I switch to characters, so I need to check. When I'm playing, if somebody goes down, kind of all of a sudden it's like, okay, wait a minute, let me check. Is this the right level I'm working at here, or is it something worse? Do I need to get in here? I don't think I do. One thing, or lockpicking needs to be up. Your lockpicking needs to get up to treasure hunter if you really want to find good treasure. Sometimes you have things like that where you only get like one thing out of the treasure, which is kind of sad. Now down here, like I said, you have several enemies you gotta fight. Like I said, just take a sword and stab at it. You don't have to be scared of nothing, you know. Stealthing thing is fun, though. You guys saw me how I play. Each character plays a little bit different. Like my thief the other day, he went through it and didn't fight anybody. He could probably wander through here and never fight anybody. I gotta be careful not to kill my curio. Like I said, it's not really hard to get in. Those are the bars you just drop by hitting that lever. Oh shoot, I almost got killed just by that winding thing in the middle of the room. So I'm not indestructible. I got a good armor rating, but the worldly things you gotta watch them. They will take you out. Almost got flipped across the room. Okay, that room had nothing to do with nothing. I could have stayed out of there. These ones, when they get them blades in the middle of the room, always just aim for the edges. I think I stepped on that one myself by accident running into the room. Probably regretting you found me, aren't you? think this is the way I was supposed to go, and was I not? Oh, because I think I locked myself in a room. Just don't look like this goes where I need it to. There's people in here. Too late. The wrong way to be yielding. What is hot here, I believe. It feels like it's hot in here, so I'm gonna take the robes off because feels like it should be hot in here. Hot and stinky. I think there might be 2 ways to go, or I could be wrong. It is kind of a maze. Could be either one. I am kind of a fashion victim. What my character looks like is sometimes more important than the actual game. Oh, I'm almost dead. Think about fashion, one thing about getting freaking through here, about to get killed. Burn through these. I think this still gets me there. I think it does. I don't see dead bodies because I know I haven't been here before. Here they come. She was mostly gold. Actually, I do need to enchant my robe and my hood. I don't think those are enchanted at all. That was getting tight there. Don't sleep on it, because it can get you, even if you are tough. That's what I bring Mercurial around for, because he's supposed to be doing spellcasting. I think he was sleeping on the job, though. I'm taking some damage there. Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing, or what? I don't think Mercurial was covering his end of the bargain. I was taking the heat right there. That's right. What would the game be if I didn't show you me taking some heat? You guys would be like, oh, that's freaking boring, man. He rigged it. No, I play it. I do augment my characters if I can. Some are better than others. But I do try to be very upfront and give you guys the full kind of range of what I'm doing. I think I got messed up getting up here. Oh, there's some stairs over here. This one's not taking me out. This one's will, I believe. Kind of deceptive. There's a lot of rooms in here. It's easy to kind of get lost in here. Let's not hit those freaking Mercurial. Wait, I yield, whatever. You yield quick enough. Step back and give Mercurial a chance to work. Vomiting on me. That is fairly disgusting. If it, like, someone literally came up and vomited on you, you'd be like, It's just demotivating. It's like, oh my God, you just puked on me, dude. Okay, I think this might be where Chandler's hiding at. I think it is. We'll find out very soon. No, this is not him yet. He's coming up. He's well hidden in here. Yeah, but this is pretty much just a combat quest. You come over here, you beat Orchander, and head back. And then you're done. I think this is the next one. This is, oh, there's a big guy. This is my flawless ruby. Yeah, I'm more fast-paced, though. For the first place, Skyrim, first time I was a two-handed barbarian. That's a typical thing I do if I play any new game. I always pick the biggest, kind of strongest armor and weapon that I can find and just go around beating things to figure out how to beat it. Skyrim was no different. The very first character I did was two-handed, like a two-handed barbarian. That's why I don't think I ever got the stealth archer kind of vibe. Oh, that's Orchander. We're in the main one right now. Look at him trying to hide. Where's my bow at? My tanglewood bow. You shoot my madness arrows. Get out of the way, Monterio. You don't do one who can't fight. There you go, Orchander. You're done. Let's take everything off this But she was finished, so she's gonna put her cloak back on. Kind of finished with that dude. I didn't even realize fighting him was kind of unclimactic when you walk in. It's like, okay, Chander, there you are. She might have to do Sword and Ward once she gets Spellbreaker though, because I'm looking for the chest. There's usually a big chest around here. I think it's upstairs on the way out. I think it is. Okay, there it is on the other side. I can always come back through later and nitpick through things or pick up stuff. So since I just cleared the dungeon, like I said, this is where you come out at. And let's go back to Peryite. Took a little bit of time to get that done. Not all too consuming. Oh, yeah, right here. Okay, there we are now until Peryite.
Well done, mortal. All things are in their order, and Orchendor roams the pits. His betrayal will be punished, and your obedience is rewarded. Go, seek your fate. I will be watching, and perhaps we will meet again afterwards. Embrace order and hard truth, mortal. Goodbye.
He's one of those sketchy freaking Daedra that, you know, he says, embrace order and truth. It's like, okay. Order and truth. And then when you go into your item, I think I could have asked him about it. You should be see the spell or the shield Spellbreaker. And it looks pretty nice. It actually matches the motif of the armor I'm wearing. But basically every time you get ready to fight, if you block with the Spellbreaker, you hold it up. You can see it's got the magic aura. Like if somebody just shoot at you, you'll see that it's what's called. So let's go ahead and do this since I just got it. Let's go to stealing plans, which that's what I was in part of doing right now anyway. So jump over here to stealing plans. I'll complete some of my companion's tasks with the shield Spellbreaker with me. Stealing plans should be down here. Hopefully we'll tangle with somebody that throws spells at us and we'll do a sample of it. There's no spell usage, just when you pop it up there, you're blocking spells. I think also, if I'm not mistaken, I saw it happen a couple times. I do have, I have the Age Stone. I thought I had the Atronach Stone because I saw a couple times people shot spells at me. I was like absorbing it, so I don't know what I'm wearing that's doing that, but I have to go back and look. I don't know if there is anybody who can shoot spells at me down here. Take a trip through the hot lands down there to what you call it. I don't think there's a mage up here. What we're going to do is still plan while we're out here anyway. Oh no, that's freaking. Looks like shooting here. He screams as he dies. Can't wait to count up your coins as you die. And here we go. Going inside. And I'm not about stealth. I'm just running in here and blasting people or whooping them down. First he came with a staff, I don't know if you saw him. I like that move too, when you shield him, bash him down and then stab him. Yeah, he did have a staff of storm, a little sneaky bastard. Anyway, that is Spellbreaker. I did think I blocked some of that snowstorm that he was freaking throwing at me. I think I did block some of that. Trying to think of a good place that has I do keep the silver swords, the iron swords. This back room, be careful. There's a dead body in here, and if you touch it, it will start a quest. But if you haven't talked to the guy's wife first, you won't be able to complete it. So it's kind of weird. But just don't touch that dude laying on the floor. I'm not mining right now. now, so come on, let's go. Actually, let me check something real quick. Okay, I know where there's some mages at. We can get that. Pretty easy to get to. I was trying to see, didn't really get a good example of seeing Spellbreaker in action. I don't think I've been there yet, so let's do that. I hate to go through telling you about Spellbreaker and not really get to see what Spellbreaker actually does, so let's go hunt down some mages. Yeah, this is where she needs her robe and her cloak for. The cool thing about that Game of Thrones mod is it throws robes and cloaks on the guards and everybody. So it actually kind of makes more sense. Instead of you're out here, you know, in survival mode, and you see a barbarian or a bandit running around half naked. It's like, okay, really? But when you put on the Game of Thrones robes and cloaks mod, they put robes and cloaks on almost everybody. So even if they're half naked, at least they got a robe or a cloak on or something. So it makes a lot of sense, I think. Yeah, I haven't been to this. I'll let Mercurio keep lighting them up. Okay, this cave right over here. It's called Hammerfell Cave. If you've never been to it, it's actually with Anniversary Edition, it's the location of all the spells that come with Anniversary Edition. So all the brand new spells, there's one chest in there that has all the brand new spells in it. There's some giants out here. Frost giants. But this will give you a quick example of what happens with Spellbreaker when you got it. Okay, I'm going to really test out Spellbreaker in this moment here. Get into this place. can't get overconfident, but it will block spells. First thing I do is say I'm going to break spells, and I come in and run into somebody to fight. Okay, now we got him. Now we're going to test the spell-breaking capability. Okay, there you see. Basically, it's a ward spell that never stops. Basically, as long as it's up, you're not going to take any damage from a mage. And to get up close to me, you block them into submission or whatever you want to do. And yeah, I took his robe off. So waste your time, waste your spell. Something like that one did bounce my spell back at me and basically broke my block. That's the more powerful one, but other than that. It's better against one mage than it is against multiples, because if they get the wrong angle and they're not facing the Spellbreaker, it can carry over to you, so you do gotta be careful. Don't run into big rooms with a whole bunch of mages. Might need to use your bow or whatever, or just rush in there and just take them by surprise before they ever get a chance. It still functions as a shield too, like you can block arrows. As you can see, blocking everything, your spells doing nothing. But if you got 3 or more spellcasters on you, it could be hard. So, like this room down here, that's a bunch of people down there. So let's go ahead and use our tactics. Like I said, I don't believe in stealth archery, but using a bow sometimes makes sense. Trying to be freaking Mr. Froggy there. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Quickness. Anyway, this chest right here, open it. All the spells from the Anniversary Edition are in here. All the new spells. So all you have to do is just you've got a whole plethora of new spells. Not that she really needs them, but you know, it's something to get while you're here. This actually, this hop swap cave is full of a couple things. There's a what's called in here? A Baron's Eye Stone. I think I already got one. Let me see. I don't know if I've started collecting them or not. I do not. So if I touched it, I'd be getting a new one. But Baron's Eye Stone is down here, and at the end of it, if you go all the way to the end, there's a for the Bard College, one of the special weapons is there. But I'm not going to go through that right now. I don't really need to for the video. So we've demonstrated what Spellbreaker can do and how you can use them in the game. So there you have it. That is Spellbreaker. Let me go ahead and get back out of here. Like I said, you don't have to finish the whole thing. If you go through the whole thing, there's a couple items in there, unique items that you need to get for different quests. So there you have it. I'm going to get back out because Mercurio didn't follow me. That's the one thing about Hammerfell Cave. For some reason, when you come in here, sometimes your follower will not follow you. I think they get stuck on this one kind of turn back here. And when they do, there's nothing you can do except run through without them. So just be aware of that. We'll get back out of here and then we'll go back to her house real quickly. And there he is. He's stuck. Yeah, when you go through there, you gotta slow down and walk around the corner so they don't get lost. And with that, she'll head her back to her house. And I'll take a picture and be done. Enemies. Something way up there too. It's only away from me. And if it doesn't do it this time, I'll just if not, I'll just take a picture right there where I'm at. But that's what you have it, Spellbreaker. And Spellbreaker, like I said, Spellbreaker's right there. While blocking, creates a ward that protects against scales for up to 50 points. That's usually when it'll drop. And then as long as you block again, when I was blocking and then I'd stop and then I'd block again, you can block those points again. So just a little unique thing to kind of have. But Spellbreaker is the shield of the Daedric quest line. So hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good day out there. Bye.